Virginia is cracking down on drunk drivers.
And starting July 1st, everyone convicted of a DUI must install an ignition interlock system on their car as part of their restricted driving privileges.
13 News Now reporter Kayla DiRenzo takes a closer look at what the new law means for offenders.
Ignition interlock is a device about the size of a cell phone. The way it works is it plugs right into the ignition, and the person has to blow below the legal blood alcohol limit before the car will even start. Now, some people say it's a waste of time and money, but the real reason behind the law is to keep drunk drivers off the road.
Attorney Michael Goodove deals with people who've been victims in drunk driving incidents. For him, ignition interlock is something that hits close to home after his own brother was killed by a drunk driver.
It disables the weapon that many impaired drivers use.
Right now in Virginia, it's up to the court to decide whether or not a person convicted of DUI needs one as part of a restricted license.
That allows you to do things like drive to and from work, to and from medical appointments, stuff for your family or children.
But in just days, the DMV will require it put in every offender's vehicle.
But the reality is it saves lives. And if you want the privilege to drive after having been convicted of driving while under the influence, it's important to make sure that others as well as yourself are safe on the roadways.
But those who challenge ignition interlock say, well, can't somebody else just blow into the device? Or can't the offender just drive another car?
That's a criminal violation doing that. If you give your car to somebody that is a known drunk driver and has, is not driving without an ignition interlock, then you run the risk of violating the law as well.
He says it's not foolproof, but it will crack down on those who run the risk of killing themselves and innocent drivers.
The device costs offenders about $60 a month. That includes re-rolling checks to make sure there's no alcohol during the entire trip. In Norfolk, Kayla DiRenzo, 13 News Now.